Do you have to allow them?
Yeah.
They can't just get in automatically?
Do we have a quorum?
Oh, yeah. All right. First off, approval of February minutes. Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
All right.
Second.
Linda, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? So moved. All right, Linda.
Business checking, $5,837.39. Business savings, $3,170.01. First CD is $2,161.18. The second CD, $2,156.81.
Okay. So you can see
So the
the,
business checking went up.
yeah, we got,
By about 5,000, right?
well,
Only for
4,000.
4,300.
Sorry.
I gotta ask them for the approval of, I mean, everything they question us on has already been done.
Yeah.
Dumpster day, National Night Out, and the block party.
So they're looking for receipts or
They're looking for approval, and I was gone in Florida, so I didn't do anything. But I gotta email them saying, okay, how do I get this approval? What,
yeah, who's going to approve it?
yeah. And if you don't approve it, well, it's already happened
You mean this is for the last
last year. Yeah,
year that we just got?
yeah,
Through some loophole.
yeah.
Well, and then I guess because they don't have enough funds, they're canceling all of this year instead.
So everybody's canceled?
No, no. This,
Why didn't we get the second one to this year?
I thought we did, and then they emailed me saying, no, you did not get it.
And we didn't get anything again? Zero?
Zero.
But why?
No explanation.
Yeah.
Art, why?
They said the same grading system as last time.
But I thought you worked around it. So
I did, and they still didn't like it. So I don't know how to fix it.
They won't.
Do whatever the Willow Glen people did
All right,
and complain until we get everybody their money.
all right,
Because there's precedent now.
yeah,
And now it should be even more justified because it's even more even.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's 2 years in a row,
Yeah.
and then we don't get it until the following.
Well, you saw the letter I sent to them, right? I said, hey, we did everything. We changed things around, and we had the biggest meetings of anyone. So that's why the whole thing is they don't like our meetings, right?
They don't?
not
They want beautification projects. So they would rather have us spend $3,000 on dumpster day and just clean the heck out of the neighborhood, tree planting. But having meetings is not on the top of their list.
If we all wear lipstick, will that count as beautiful?
I don't think so. So
Mascara?
yeah,
Yeah, but we can't get some of this stuff done if we don't have meetings, because then our neighbors don't know what's happening.
But we need to outline.
and I basically told them,
events
hey,
that require money for those.
it's way harder to do our finances if you give the check at the end of the cycle than at the beginning. So
So the good news is we got last year, which we already planned on not getting.
yeah,
So we got that.
yeah,
So that's good.
yeah.
Now, by not getting it this year, does that count as one of our 1 out of 4 years where we're not available or whatever that number
Well, I asked them about that, and the way it works is you get reset every 3 years. And you have to go in and reapply to get into the system. And then when you do that, there's a different form that you have to fill out. It's a beginner's form. I don't get the reason why they're doing that.
So when do we have to do that?
After this one, so cycle 9, we'll have to do that. So you can still be eligible.
Mhm.
It's just that you start all over and you're at the beginning again.
So last year we weren't, and this year again we're not. We're still
Right.
We're still
We got
we're
approved
still
for
in
six-
process.
We got approved for cycles 6, 7, and 8.
Okay.
Those are the 3 years. And then on 9, I don't know what the process
And
is.
9 is next year.
Yeah, 9 is next year.
So we got approved for 8, but you just said we didn't get it.
No, we got approved to apply for 8. And I did apply, and they said no.
But it sounded like they originally said yes, and then they said, or you just assumed.
I think I assumed because I think I assumed when they said, "Hey, we get your application, all's good."
Hmm.
Go ahead, Lana.
My question is, what was my question? Oh, yes. Do we know which boards, associations have received approval for the grants?
Yeah,
And
that's
and
all
can
in
we
the,
find out what they did on their application or their report?
Ooh, I don't know if we can get the application from somebody else.
Well, no, I mean, talk to the president and ask them, well, how
What
did
you
you
went through.
fill out
Oh, all right. Yeah, I can do that.
your
But I
application?
thought we did this last year when we got denied.
Yeah,
That's what I don't understand. I thought we went through the process, complained and said, we don't want this to happen again.
right.
What do we need to do? They told you, you did it, and now they're saying you still don't get any money.
I think they want me to max out at maybe $1,000 on general meetings.
That's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. I said it can't be done. Well, it can, but we're gonna
We'll give chips away. I mean,
Yeah.
it'd be crap.
Yeah, we'll
Can't
be,
even afford cookies.
yeah. So that's where we're at.
Do we get to talk to Mulcahy about this to find? I mean, can
I
you
told
help?
him. I told him, and he said, "Keep me in line," because this was before Florida. Said, "Hey, we got denied again." He goes, "Let me know what happens." And so I sent the letter, and then I went to Florida, and nothing's happened.
So is there an appeal process that we're trying to do now, or
I did. That was it. I
That was it.
appealed. Yeah. So and
so
then
you're gonna follow up with Mulcahy this week?
yeah.
Okay.
I'll see him Saturday.
Do we have any residents that are lawyers that could just send a nice little
Lindy?
letter on
Yeah.
letterhead saying, thank you for looking into this before we sue you.
They would want to go that route. So that's where we're at. Any questions on financing?
Are we gonna change our behavior based on this? My guess is no, but I think we should be.
I mean, right now we got a bunch of money. We got 4,300, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to get the other 700.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So I mean, we should be good for cycle 8, even though we're using cycle 7 money.
But it would be good to get all of it so that we have a bigger
Yeah,
cushion.
of course. Rita.
I may have something to discuss with that grant or the whatever it is you're getting from Beautify San Jose in relation to our reforestation committee. So let me noodle on it a bit just before
right.
ready for when you get to my committee report.
All right. Any other questions about finance? All right. The next general meeting. So again, we got rejected by Facilitron. So this time it's not because they're under construction. They said, "Hey, we have no chairs for you." So I sent the message back saying, "We don't need chairs." Although I did request chairs.
We need chairs.
Well, I said, "Well, just have people bring them."
All right.
I mean, it's better than
Better than not having a venue at all.
right. They have not got back to me, so I sent a letter. I did some research, found out who our representative is on the school board for our area. We're Area 5, if you want to know. Sent her a letter, and in it, I copied Mulcahy's office. And I said, "Hey, here's what we're doing. Here's what we need. We can bring chairs. How do I reserve this space?" That happened an hour ago.
Okay.
Rita.
So would renting chairs for our general meeting fall under some sort of Beautify San Jose requirement?
No.
But that's more of a meeting
The
expense.
meeting.
Yeah,
Meeting thing.
that's still going to fall under meeting expense.
Meeting.
Okay, fair enough.
They
Yeah.
hate meetings, evidently.
I guess. Yeah, I don't know who. And I told Unify San Jose that I want to be on their board.
Oh, good.
Well, nothing's happened. So I'll have to reapply again or something. They haven't sent me a form. So I don't know. Lana, what's up?
Oh, so why did we get rejected?
Because we're spending too much money on general meetings.
Oh, no, from the facility.
Because I had asked, because it was there listed, I said, "What do you need?" And they had a little check off box. I said, "Yeah, we need chairs." And I checked off another one we'll pay this one. It was going to cost us $350 because I hired a person to put the chairs up. And they said, "Oh, well, we don't have any chairs." So this time, since there's no chairs, I don't need the guy. I can get rid of him. It'll go back down to 187 or something like that.
So
And,
they rejected because we asked for chairs and that would require a person to set it up?
And the
is that-
chair.
and the chairs.
And the
They didn't
chair.
Physically have the chair.
And they say they don't physically have
What
the
happened
chair.
to all the chairs they had?
I'm assuming the school took them.
Oh, the
The
people
old
that were
school?
there. Yeah, but
Yeah.
there were chairs before they were here too.
They got rid of all the old chairs. And I guess they bought new chairs. And when we bought these, we're taking them. Because I don't see the old chairs anywhere. Unless they have them hidden under the stage. They might have them in.
And the ones that fall out from the wall, they're not enough of that, right? There's not.
Well, I mean, that
No,
could,
that's like benches and tables for
yeah, that could
cafeteria
probably
type thing.
do what, 50 maybe?
Well, I mean, you could sit.
Just take the benches down and bring the tables up.
Yeah.
Or are they all connected, or are the benches separate from the table?
Yeah, yeah, they are. They
Yeah.
are. I don't have the key to it, but I have to hire that guy. Yes, Lana.
Well, if the weather keeps up and it's warm, we might potentially be able to hold it outside at the end of April, which means people just bring their own chairs.
That is a possibility. I'd have to say that. Well, we'll know hopefully by the end of, by the second week of April. By the second Wednesday of April, I'll know. Hopefully, if it's going to be cold or rainy. With our luck, it'll rain that day. So, I'd much rather have it inside, but that is an option.
And the only difference with people bringing their own chairs is they tend to be a lot bigger than the chairs that when they're organized in a row.
Yeah.
So you're going to lose probably 20 to 30% space when people bring their own chairs.
Well,
Yeah,
supposedly it's all cleaned out.
Yeah, but there's
Well,
nothing in the
there's
building.
nothing at
There's
all.
nothing in there.
Oh, then we have a lot more space.
Yeah.
What about tables? Do we have tables?
Nothing. There's nothing in there.
So if we ask for tables, we can't get that either?
No. I got one.
I have one of those 6-footers.
Yeah. We
Somebody
probably
can
need
help
two
me.
6-footers for whatever food we bring. That's
Yeah.
what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Or check-in. I mean, like a
Yeah,
card
well,
table.
checking, yeah, I have a card table. I
Okay.
can bring a
Right,
card
so
table.
that would probably satisfy.
So do we need one up front as well?
If we do, it's going to have to come from somebody else.
I have one for you.
Okay. Everyone bring their table.
And while we're talking about that, I will not be here.
Oh, that's right. I saw that.
Sorry. Yeah, I realized I'm coming back from an East Coast trip late, and there's no way I'm going to be able to make that.
That's
So I don't know if we need anybody to present anything. We don't have
AV. Yeah.
for you have the A, I have the B.
Yeah.
If you want me to record to your
Yeah, if you
live
want-
stream, I'm happy
Yeah.
to do that again.
That'd be
Well, you did it last time, but I couldn't
Yeah.
find it. I don't know
No,
where
it was on my page.
I know.
right?
I went to your, but I couldn't find it. Did you have it? I didn't see it.
It was.
All right.
Way back whenever it was.
All right. Well, it's probably gone now or
It's
whatever.
definitely gone. They give you
So-
30 days and it's gone.
Yes, Lana.
So if we decide to do it outdoors, is the request the same process? Or is it just to request the room?
That is a darn good question because there's nothing on there that says the courtyard. The request is only for the room. I don't know what that. I'll go through Michael McKinney and just say, "Hey, I got the key. Can I sneak in?" And just,
Is there still gate up? There's still green.
I don't
green
know how we
fencing?
do power though.
How did we do it before? We looped it over the
Yeah,
wall or
I had
something.
I opened up the doors and
Oh, inside.
I don't know if they changed the locks. If they didn't change the locks, we
What
can
about
get in.
Wi-Fi? There's Wi-Fi stuff. If that's gone, we can't stream unless you use your own phone.
Yeah, you'd have to use
Wi-Fi.
your phone. Yeah,
Yeah.
you'd have to hotspot it.
Or just use your phone as Go Right Cellular Direct.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is the projector, so there's no, let's assume there's no projector screen in there, right?
Yeah.
There's a screen.
Well, there's a
but
screen.
no projector. I have the projector. It's
You
my
have the-
projector.
Yeah.
I can give that to somebody.
I mean,
Or-
like, I think it would be worth it for us to, this is going to be this way going forward. I think it's worth it for us to set up, to have a little dedicated kit for the Cory Neighborhood Association for doing presentations going forward, because we know we're uncertain about how that's going to work.
Yeah, like a table, power strip, and a projector.
Yeah, and like a plan for how to do Wi-Fi, right? Like,
Right.
and recording and all. Like, we should. I know, Kirk, you do a lot of this stuff off of your own stuff.
Yeah.
It might be worth it for us to put into the request for the budget. Hey, we want to actually have a streaming
The
setup.
equipment is not included. That'd be on our dime.
It would be on our dime. We
can't
could
get it
do
from
it,
grant.
but it'd
We
be
could
on
do
our
it.
dime.
We pay for it.
Good Mulcahy's office. Who bought the printer for us? Was it in Springfield?
Oh, mayor.
That's
The
Mayor.
mayor. I still don't know why.
They close that cycle out. They can't
They
be.
need to spend money, that's why.
Yeah, they need to spend money. They can't just say, "Look, this is it. You got 1 month. What do you want?" I said, "I want T-shirts and I want this."
Mhm.
I started asking for others. I was going to ask for
Did they run out-
Christmas
Did
trees.
they run out of money?
Yeah, they spent it all.
Okay.
So, all right. Right now we have two speakers, Michael Mulcahy and Susan Ellenberg. We were going to bring the new Santana GM, but he also has a commitment on that night, so he can't make it.
Yeah.
Kurt
Wait,
and I-
there's a new Santana Row GM?
yeah, Brent Gardner.
What happened to Scott?
Scott retired,
Retired end of January.
and he's thinking of moving to Tennessee.
Whoa.
Yeah, he said, "I'm out of here. California's too expensive."
That's true.
Yeah. So, yeah. So Kurt and I are going to have lunch with Brent in
Like
April.
early April.
Yeah.
Like April 15th or 14th.
I thought it's the 8th, but
Oh,
okay.
8th, you know, right, 8th. That's right.
Yeah.
Yes, there's been a few incidents at Santana Row in the
I
last
saw that.
few
Yeah.
weeks. My
Yeah.
goodness.
The guys got beat up by.
Mhm.
I don't know who did the fighting. Did the Israelis do the fighting, or they beat up the
They
Israelis?
beat up the Israelis, but then he got right up and started chasing them.
Yeah. They just
Yeah.
that good parts.
Just amazed that people just sat there and listen.
It makes me sick to see everybody just watching and not jumping
Well,
in.
what's even worse is they go like this and start taping you.
Yeah, filming it.
Yeah. It just,
Kirk, the last time we were talking about meeting space and you called the church.
yeah.
Whatever happened with that?
Good question. I don't remember.
You know, because you said you had used their space
In
at
the
one
past, yeah,
point.
the rotunda, it's like a round, it's a big, I mean, it's a big space. It held.
That's the one across the street by the cemetery, or down the one right on the end of this street.
It's where the big church is. It's the side on the side. It's the atrium for
They
it.
used to put fun signs up.
Yeah, that's the one across Winchester
Yeah.
on your side.
Our side.
Yeah. That. You
It's
know
a
what?
big
That would
place.
work. That would work.
Yeah. Oh, it would be. It'd frankly be better because it's wider, so you're not as far away.
Yeah. Plus, we don't have to set up anything.
Yeah, they got the chairs, they got the screen. We have to bring a projector.
We can make people
Yeah, but
kneel.
I remember you either left a message and I just wondered if
Yeah,
you
and
ever heard back.
that
from
was a
you.
while ago, and I don't know why I didn't follow up on it. I think because we got the space back. I don't think I had to follow up because you secured Cory.
When?
Well, this was because otherwise I would have followed up on it. I don't know why.
All right. We'll follow up on it.
I'll follow up on it.
All right. So, Rita, can you get somebody from St. John? Can you get somebody from DOT to maybe talk about the red tipping and the flashing beacons? I think that's wrong. I can't think of anybody else to bring in.
I would love to get somebody from the Department of Transportation to follow up and
Yeah.
give us status on the red tip. So
Just
I
by-
do have my report for whenever you're ready.
All right. Cool.
What about, we've talked this before about somebody, I don't know whether it's from Caltrans or the fire department, but talking about like how to landscape your yard, you know, to,
Like Master Gardener?
no, how to fireproof your yard. And
Fireproof.
you know, some of the things that we can do to mitigate, you know, like leaving space. I mean, now in some parts of California, you have to have 5 feet of space that can't burn.
All right.
So I just wonder if somebody, you
Fire
know,
department?
yeah, would have some thoughts on that.
All right. Rita, you got a comment?
I do. Linda's got a very good point, and that is something on my list of things to do to understand what the new San Jose Fire Department and the local CAL FIRE group has. So I'm going to make a recommendation that maybe for the fall meeting, what's that? So July, August, September, October, the October meeting, maybe.
But not
Maybe I
spring.
could have it for the July meeting. I could look into that. Again, I'm the FireWise lead for my mountain community area. And
Well, then you can give the speech.
I could. But I prefer to defer to the specifics with San Jose. So what I
right.
can do is I could do research on this. I could find out who might be a good, official agency spokesperson. But if, push comes to shove, I can provide some information.
Excellent.
Yeah.
All right. I have you down as the lead on this project. All right. Well, that should cover the meeting. We'll see if we
Well,
need to order
yeah,
food.
that would not be for the upcoming,
Well, I'm hoping we get DOT.
I'm sorry, say that again?
I'm hoping we get somebody from DOT.
Yes,
That one has projects happening in our neighborhood. That one's the better one to get.
yes, it is for the April meeting. I'm looking for downstream. I think Linda has a great idea. And it's something, there's been some changes with the emergency alert system, and I've wanted to follow up and follow through with that personally. So I'm looking for that type of information for after the April general meeting.
All right. All right. Any questions about the general meeting? We'll work on food on April if we get a room.
So are we talking about just 3 people now? The
Yeah.
council member, Allenberg, and it's not very much.
Who do you want to bring?
No, I'm just saying it's just,
What about a future topic around library services? I just found out that you can borrow passes for local parks and state parks. And
Oh,
there's
I
a
did
lot of
that.
cool services that the library offers besides renting out books. There's so many courses that you can take. There's language services. There's a lot of, and you can rent out rooms in some of the libraries to do meetings or your own time. Maybe that might be an interesting future topic.
All right. Do you know someone specifically that told you all this?
Oh, I just been reading up. In fact, just the other day, I was reading about the park passes that there's like 800 requests to to offset the entrance fees to the parks, the parking fees, and I get regular newsletters about all these cool activities and events and I'm like, wow, there's a lot of cool services that our local library offers, which I had no idea. So
Yeah.
that might be interesting for the neighbors to find out, local life, because we have a few that are relatively close to us, like Bascom. I think isn't there
Yeah.
a Rose
There's
Garden
a
one?
Rose Garden one. It's right down the road.
There's a rose garden and the Bascom Library.
Yeah, yeah. I got the pass from the Rose Garden. I did it last year. It's only for a month,
Hmm.
but it's all a regional one. So I went all the way over to just in Nuevo.
Nuevo.
Yeah, where all the sea elephants are, and saw that. That was cool.
Yeah, well, you can't
Yeah.
anymore because they all have avian flu.
But they're
And
not
then
sea
there's also some apps where you can rent books out, ebooks. I use it all the time. You can download magazines. It's really cool. And then for one of the libraries, you get to pick a physical library card if you want it. And there's so many different choices. The 49ers, there's something else. So I'm like, wow, that's pretty cool.
Personalized library cards.
I just renewed mine.
well, have you guys ever heard of Libby?
Who?
Yeah, Libby.
Libby, yeah, you can get all these things, audiobooks and,
Yeah.
I
really
mean, they're all
cool.
free. And,
Yeah, and Hoopla, you can get the
and-
latest releases too.
and if
if
your
it's not
library
available.
that you're associated with isn't part of, like, Libby doesn't have their book, you can join, like, I joined Cupertino's or the county library system.
Mhm.
They had it. And you do it, it's all real time. It's like you join, get a library card, and then you
Mhm.
join Libby with that in library information, and then you have access to all of their resources.
Yeah,
Right.
usually there's a long wait for especially new releases.
Yeah, well, and some, but it's only, but you keep trying different libraries that,
Yes.
Yeah.
and then,
I do that all the
And
time for
yeah.
booklet because
yeah.
I don't want to have to buy a book.
Yeah.
You know, like
Plus, there's a fast track too. I just got a fast track for a latest release, and you get 1 week to
read it?
get to read it. And I was like number 200 or 300, but I don't know how they picked me for fast track, and I got it for 7 days, so
That's cool.
I was able to finish. So I think there's a lot of cool services that neighbors may not know about. They can get through their local library, and it's a great way to support our local libraries as well.
Yeah, all right, I can look into that.
I mean, are there any other things that we think, like, what's on people's mind? Like, is there anything, what else should we be sharing? Like the budget stuff? Do you even care about that? General
Well, I got the,
budget, like, not our budget, city budget.
yeah,
Yeah.
I was
That's on there? Okay.
it's on
I'm
open.
just trying to think of, it just seems like we usually have a pretty robust agenda on our meetings.
Yeah.
And
This
the only
is-
thing that's really meaty, I mean, no offense to Susan, but that stuff isn't really
Yeah.
great. And Mulcahy, he has some stuff, but it's
Yeah.
usually only like 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
You know, so that leaves, I mean, we're gonna have 60, 80 people there spending time, so I don't know, I think we need to do better. I don't have any ideas. I'm just saying, I think we should really have at least two more, like, we have one with a DOT potentially or whatever,
Yeah.
but you know, that's one targeted thing, but what else?
I always enjoy when the police come, but I think we recently had them. We don't overdo that.
I don't think we had them in a while.
We had a couple meetings, 3 meetings ago, 2 meetings ago. Do we have them in the holiday? We have, or was one before that?
No, I think it's
September.
October, right?
It's October, maybe in October.
I'm prepared to speak to that during my report.
Why don't you go ahead, because you got the next three items.
Okay, well, if everything else is closed, the next thing on the agenda is the Reforestation Committee. And we had a very successful 2 meetings with our city forest. We did a Zoom meeting with that and got very good information and support from them. Our committee and the city seems to think that we will be using them, our city forest, as the vehicle to get grants for additional things that the city is not able to supply during the free tree campaign, with planting, watering, and removing old trees or the concrete that people put in the parkways, things like that the city is not able to provide for the free tree program that they're in the process of starting to roll out. So we had that first, that Zoom meeting with our city forest, and then we met in person with the city of San Jose, Lynn Lee, chief of staff from the council member Mulcahy's office, Jennifer Sanguin, deputy director of the Department of Transportation, and Sarah Davis, urban forester. You all might remember Sarah. She provided a presentation at our January general meeting, Zoom meeting.
Yep, I remember.
Yes, and these ladies are very, very excited, and with working with us, we're looking at a pilot program that the Cory Neighborhood Reforestation Committee. What was it that you called it? Art. Yes, I think that's a better label for us. That to roll out this free tree planting program, they're looking to have Cory Neighborhood as the pilot program for this. So we have a number of action items, again, from our meeting. Again, to remind you who is on the Cory Neighborhood Reforestation Committee. Bob Cass is the chair. Lauren Johnson is a member. That's Sinjin's lovely wife. And I'm on it as a board member and a resident.
Right.
And we're looking to work with the Department of the PBCG. So that's Planning, Building, code enforcement, I believe is what it is. The city's helping us to look at all the new construction that's going on in the neighborhood. There doesn't seem to be the sign off of having a street tree or 2 or 3, depending on the size of the lot, planted with any of these new constructions. We're going to reach out to the mayor's office for grants. District 6 is going to do that. I understand that Lauren has volunteered Sinjin to do some follow-up on like an application for volunteers to go around the Cory neighborhood to identify dead, diseased, dying, no trees in the street tree area of the neighborhood. So Sinjin may want to talk about that today. I already mentioned our partnering with our city forest. They are so excited about working with us, that group, and apparently there's a long history with Bob Cass and the lead of our city forest. So that makes it a very smooth partnering. The other things we've talked about in the past is a recommendation of all the street trees that the city has for the city of San Jose. We're looking for a short list for the Cory neighborhood. So that is looking to be developed. And just a lot of the other things that we had talked about before. We made some movement on that. When you talked about the Beautify San Jose wanting the community involvement with planting street trees. So that I'm wondering if there's something that we, Cory Neighborhood Association, can do with our committee, our reforestation committee, to check off that box that the Beautify San Jose would like to help get us the funds that we're requesting.
Yeah, unfortunately, to make a change, you have to do it before they qualify who gets an application. So we're too late.
Too late for this go round, but maybe this is something that we can all talk about and get something together so that we don't have this issue the next time on the next application period.
Yeah. I mean, I can work with the mayor's office. He does like cleanup and reforestation on Saturdays on different areas. If you can get me a timeline, I can coordinate with him, and he'll get a bunch of people here to help us.
Last year was just you and me.
Yeah.
A timeline. So a timeline. Let's see. I know that we've got something. They did talk about something with the mayor's office here. Is Julie there tonight?
No.
Okay. I do have a draft report that the committee will be submitting to you guys. We wanted to see if there was any information that the board might have, or questions the board might have. So let me add that to our report and get back to my crew and see if we can't put that. There was something. Here it is. District 6 will reach out to San Jose Mayor's office regarding grants, tree planting, pruning, the pruning event. Let me add on that Beautify San Jose application.
Yeah.
With Lindley. Beautify San Jose. Okay, I can do that and add that to the report.
Okay.
anyone have any questions? St. John, did you want to talk about what you and darling Lauren were working on with the app?
I mean, like the short of it is, there was a desire to kind of redo the inventory of the neighborhood. And so Laura and I built a quick app that allows people to kind of survey all the, like walk through the streets and kind of look at each of the street trees, write it down, take a picture. Is it healthy? Is it not? Is it gone? Is it missing? Is it tall? What kind of tree do they think it is? And so like we did a quick prototype in an evening, and then it turns out they already have an inventory of the trees, which is great, and the data is accessible. And so I'm waiting on kind of next step feedback from Bob on, well, I can pull that data down and I can basically make it so that, hey, we want people to walk around these trees haven't been resurveyed for 5 years. Please go to these locations and tell us what's different, right? Like we already have all that data. We know where they're supposed to be. And so kind of like building that as a neighborhood survey around the area kind of app. But that's the short of it.
All right, that'll be cool.
Yeah.
So we're really excited about that, and the urban forester had some thoughts about that within their own group. So we're real excited for everybody to be working together. This is just so exciting.
Cool. Okay, holiday showcase.
Well, I'm sorry that Julie is not there because I did send her my report. So the last time at last meeting, I listed a bunch of action items and recommendations that I was going to provide between then and October board meeting. So that we could get this a new organizer in place and some of my lessons learned, lessons applied, identified. And so I have my action item and recommendations number 1. And what I submitted was mostly the event timelines for 2026, 2027, and 2028. And then recommendations for posting on our CNA website.
Okay.
So it was a white paper with kind of like a bulleted list of things. I could send that to St. John if he's interested.
I mean, to be fair, I gave that project away, and I don't know if I want to go back to it yet.
What I'm suggesting is just adding the dates to the CNA calendar.
Yeah, I could do that.
All right.
Julie will have the white paper, and then the board can make a decision of what they want to do.
Sounds good. And then you got DOT red tip project.
Oh my God. So the latest is that DOD says they are done with the red tip project. I'm saying that there's no work that's been done on my street, and there has been no red tips in the streets that were identified that
On Homewood, I did not get a flyer.
So nobody's been painted anywhere?
I'm sorry.
Sounds like it.
No, I got it done.
I got a
Check
flyer
out
for
my-
street.
Oh, wait a minute. Let's let her finish. Go ahead, Rita.
I'm so sorry. I'm not able to hear what the comments are.
They're mocking.
Oh,
I was also saying Homewood did not receive any notifications.
so I am not surprised, Ken. Lynn Lee, the chief of staff for District 6 council member Michael McKay, and I are working pretty closely together on this, though, because I'm not talking directly to Department of Transportation folks. I'm not, it's she's like an in-between. So, you know, I ping her, she gives me status of what they say. I ask for the questions. She waits for them to come back, you know, so there's a really long delay.
All right.
Risto and Bittner were there at the general meeting in October and offered that solution of painting the red curbs. That now I have found out that the parking red curbs that are less than 20 feet would be painted for no parking. To give you an example, my driveway and my neighbor's driveway, the area between those two driveways is 8.5 feet. Okay. And that's where people like park and then block both of our driveways and such. The street behind me, Fernwood, there has been new paint on the curbs on those types of areas between the driveways, not red tips. The red tips are just a very, you know, maybe 6 inches, 12 inches at the most on either side of your driveway apron.
Right.
What was that street? What did I just say? Fernwood? I'm looking
Yeah,
at
you
it.
said Fernwood.
So
Yes.
painting has been done. You said it's not red painting. What is it then?
I'm sorry, I can't hear the comments.
So you said that there was some painting done, but not red
Yes.
tip. So what
Yes.
kind of painting was done?
Yes, so the areas between the driveways, which are to be 20 feet or less than 20 feet, there were a number of those brand new painted on about 1/3 of Fernwood, the area closest to Winchester, not the entire street, just the area closest to Winchester.
Was
This
it painted red?
painted red, brand new red paint.
Why would they paint curbs that are 20 feet wide,
20 feet long.
long?
That they apparently that's the those are the regulations with DOT.
Well, there's a 20-foot from the corner. There's a 20-foot buffer that's supposed to now exist, but not mid-block. You're talking about beyond 20 feet from a curb where an intersection is. You're saying into the building or into the street, there's more than 8 feet. 8 feet isn't a car, but
I mean, it's less than
20 feet's a car.
something like that.
Yeah. You have to select the audio device.
What I have observed in our neighborhood is that the areas between driveways are much less than 20 feet. What I was told is that the DOT's required, I was told this by Chief of Staff, that DOT's requirement to paint anything red, it must be less than 20 feet. The offer from DOT was red tips. There is a lot of, I wouldn't say miscommunication, but certainly confusion on what this project has turned out to be. When Lynn Lee, Chief of Staff of Councilmember McKay, was at the reforestation meeting, I pulled her aside as she was leaving and she says, "Oh, I understand DOT's all finished." And I said, "No, not quite. There's nothing done." So we're now in the process of her trying to get a hold of DOT and finding out just what their definition of done is. So I'm very interested in having DOT back to the general meeting, because the offer that Ristro and Bittner made was to do red tips at our driveway apron, which I made a formal request for. There is nothing on my street, and only that what I saw on Fernwood, nothing else on Redwood, Homewood, some of the other streets. I haven't done a house by house inventory, but my survey is that this has not been done as to what was offered.
And according to a quick Google search, your average car length is 14.7 feet, compact from 10 to 14, mid-size from 14 to 16, and full-size 16 to 18. So having a 20-foot limit is actually removing perfectly valid parking
Right.
spaces,
That's what
which we need.
Yeah, you should not be moving full parking spaces. And so it's disturbing that the only thing they have done is take away parking,
Yes.
not block problematic areas.
Right.
What they have taken away parking is 8 feet, 8.5 feet, which the car that would be parked there
Yeah.
spills over into the.
Yeah.
Yes, 8.5 feet is
No.
smaller than 10 feet. So yes,
It's 10 the smallest car,
10 to 14 is a compact.
the subcompact.
And that was
Yes.
only on, okay, I want to make this very clear. That was only on what I found 1/3 of Fernwood, nothing on Beechwood, where even today I had someone parking across my entire driveway today.
Did you call it in?
By the time that somebody would come out, they'd be gone, so.
I called in a block driveway, but
Well, yes,
they didn't come.
but I'd like to work with Department of Transportation.
Okay.
But by calling it in, it creates an incident number.
Yes, it does.
Even if
You
they
are
don't
correct
show
with
up.
that. Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Is that it?
So one more thing that I have now gone down another rabbit hole, whereas I have had 3 separate encounters with driverless cars in the neighborhood.
Encounters as in you've seen them, which I have, or encounters as in a problem?
2 observations and 1 encounter. So with doing some research on this and with asking a few questions with District 6 Councilman's office, we've got some interesting things to think about. So the observations is that Waymo and at least 3 other companies have permits to do testing and deployment in the city of San Jose. The encounter I had was when I was backing into my driveway. There was a Waymo. I'm assuming it's a Waymo coming down the street, and even though I had my flashers on as I'm backing into my driveway, half of my car was into the street, and the car seemed to be going at the speed limit on a wet street after it had rained. Just raised my attention about it. So I with doing the red tips and this traffic and the illegal parking, working with District 6, I asked a couple of questions to District 6 Councilman's office. With doing some research with all all those cars, the Waymo cars that stalled in San Francisco in December with the power outage, that their Waymo has trained for the city of San Francisco 1,000 first responders to manually move to drive the Waymo cars. And I asked, did San Jose have something similar to that, since the Department of Vehicles has permitted these things in San Jose now on residential streets. District 6 wasn't quite sure. So their District 6 is looking for information on this. And anyway, Lynn and I have been exchanging a lot of emails. I've got a lot of links for articles that have been written by some of the
Okay, I think we're veering off. There's nothing we can do about
Sorry.
that. So.
Oh, well, okay, sorry. I thought it was part of the traffic so okay, fine.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Any questions about the red tip?
The summary is nothing's happened with, it sounds like no red tips have been done, of it, zero.
Sounds like that to me.
That's what I heard. Okay.
Yeah.
So even on that Fernwood thing, that's not red tipping, that was 10 foot or less red
20 foot.
zoning. No, I think she was saying 8 feet or less, even though it seemed like there was conflicting information there.
Right, I did not see any red tips. Yes, that is correct.
All right. So we're on to open forum. First one is I got the laser printer, so we'll be testing it out in April.
Exciting.
Yeah.
Now do you need toner?
What about paper?
I'm gonna need both.
All right.
Okay.
Did they give you toner?
No.
Okay.
No. I think it comes with it.
Because sometimes they give you a little toner, but
They'll give you 100
it's
pages.
like a demo.
Yeah. All right. So the next thing you should know is the mayor's having a budget meeting Tuesday, March 17th at 3 p.m. I know if you're working, you ain't gonna make that. But if you're not working, he would appreciate if you go to the budget meeting. I will be at that budget meeting. I heard you had some.
Yeah.
Yeah.
However, I checked that link and it looks like it's more than just. Do you need to RSVP? Because when I clicked on that link, it was basically to sign up as a speaker, and I wasn't necessarily planning on speaking. I was just gonna show up.
That's why, because I got an email saying, "Hey, we're so glad you're going to speak at the mayor's meeting." The heck?
And I'm gonna film it when.
Yeah. I will not be doing that. So I got to fix that.
So I did not use that link because I didn't want to speak. I don't know if there's an RSVP
All
or
right.
whether they're just looking for speakers.
All right. Next, coming up on March 21st. So that's 2 Saturdays from now. Michael McGahee is going to have a picnic and play day. Again, it's 11 to 1, so you guys can't make it.
Is it like,
Why can't you make
what
it?
day is
They
it?
work.
What day of the week?
It's on Saturday.
Oh, that's right, Saturday. You can make it.
Workaholics.
Yeah. It's at the Arena Green, so you know where the arena is. It's over to the left, but it's
To the Shark Tank.
yeah,
In front of Shark Tank.
yeah. But the far left. So you're gonna go over the little river there, and it's over there.
Literally that side?
Yeah.
Okay. Where they do
And
the
that's where the courts are to play
pickleball.
pickleball. Yeah, so the Sharks will be there. Bay FC will be there.
Celebrini will be there? Michael Celebrini, he'll be there?
I don't know if the players are going to be
Yeah,
there.
well, who are you talking about the Sharks?
The Shark staff.
Huh?
Hey, I don't know.
You can do Sharks. I mean,
And earthquakes are going to be maybe some of them. I doubt. I don't know if the players are going to be there, but they said earthquakes, Bay FC, Sharks will be represented. They have a bunch of games that they got cornhole and pickleball. All be there. So if you want to go, I'm going to that
So
too.
play as in athletic stuff, not as in like putting on a Shakespearean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not theatrical. Athletic.
So that's happening 21st.
Or not to pick.
All right. The last possible bit I got is we got 3 possible board members. Jeff Santucci and his wife, which is Dolores Nelson, and Debbie Newcomb, all in our neighborhood. And so what we got to do then is I'll contact them saying that you got to give a presentation. We're going to have to vote. We only have one space.
There's one spot.
So they're going to come in, present.
It's great
Why-
if there's interest.
Yeah, why we should vote for them.
Yeah. Little
And
pitch.
the only one I know is Jeff. So
Okay. Is that gonna be at the next meeting?
yeah, next meeting.
And we do a vote right then?
Yeah. And then we have new members.
Oh, wait a minute. What April is that?
It's April.
And when we vote, is that a vote in front of them? Is it a,
Oh, yeah,
is
in
it,
front
a,
of
is
them.
it, is it an
Oh, it's
open
the
vote?
8th.
Is it a
That's the 8th, yeah.
private sealed ballot?
Yeah, our April 8th is our meeting.
Yeah, 8.
The general meeting?
No,
No, the-
board meeting.
Oh, the board meeting.
Board meeting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
that's
8th.
we'll hear them, then we ask they leave.
All right.
Here and then leave.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
can
Yeah.
kick them out.
As I was gonna say, I think that we should have our discussion not in front of
Not
them.
in front of.
I don't.
I would say you, no.
Yeah.
No.
And is it a
Oh, they're-
hidden ballot or public ballot?
I mean, usually we just raise our hands. I don't think it
Okay.
really matters, but if you guys are nervous, we can make it hidden. All right, yeah. So the next meeting is April 8th.
Yeah, so that's what we'll.
Does anyone have anything else for open forum?
I have something, I got noticed that our streets are being repaved.
Yeah.
In our two streets, Henry and Westridge.
Well, I know they're
That's a
starting.
little construction.
All the-
sandwich
all the-
board
I've seen
on
no parking signs and like little.
between
marks
the
of squares.
13th and the 20th or something like that.
Yes, oh, is it over here too?
Apparently, they're parking the equipment right by the baseball field because Lindy goes, "Hey, look at all these big trucks are on our house." I'm like, well,
Yeah, there, you'll see like pink writing.
Well,
like
mine's
the
just
board.
Meadowlark.
Well, I looked.
So
at
they're
the
doing a
drawings.
complete repaving? Are they ripping
I
it up to
don't-
do piping or
I
something?
don't
or-
think they're gonna be doing a full like 4-inch, 6-inch or whatever. I think they're gonna do a 2-inch straight and then lay it back down.
But
I don't know if
full
they're
width, full width.
full width. I don't know, because you know, there's the cement part of the curb,
Mhm.
like that goes like 6-8 inches into the street. I
Right.
don't know if they're gonna mess with that or not.
Right, usually they
I have a tree issue where we have a big ginkgo that's lifted.
Mm.
So I don't know how they're gonna, we've avoided touching it because of the root system. We don't wanna kill the tree or risk it because it's been there for 60 years or.
Mhm.
So I'm not gonna slap asphalt on top of what's already
They're
there.
not gonna slap asphalt. This is gonna be, they're lifting stuff up, and I asked them because they put signs on our street a couple weeks ago. And it was supposed to do 48 to 72 hours when they put notices like that. This is less than 48 hours. They've already violated that. But they did it before.
When are they gonna start?
They're gonna start on Friday, evidently. They're gonna stay, they're off the streets Friday from 7 to 5, 7 AM to 5 PM every day
Today's
for a
the
week.
11th?
Yeah,
so
13th,
that's-
for a full week.
Well,
you gotta move all
we
your
had
cars
we had our notices up like for a few days already.
We just got ours today and it's gonna start Friday morning. Damn. And so, well, they,
Well, it's just Meadowlark. It's not tulip. It's not boxwood. It's just,
are they the sawhorses or just signs? Yeah, okay, so that's street stuff. They had before, they put signs on trees where they were gonna start trimming. They didn't say anything about what they were actually doing, so we emptied our street when that happened. They gave us like 24-hour notice.
Mhm.
wow.
And it was just to trim a couple trees, so.
They
like-
came along ours, again, posted things like really short notice, stapling them on trees, some of them
Right.
fell off.
Yeah.
And
right.
I caught some of them
There
on
was like
video.
One, there
And
was like one.
and they had a cherry picker come by,
Yeah,
and the guy, there's the cherry picker, the guy standing on the truck with the cherry picker using a pole. They didn't even use the cherry picker, and they're just
Yeah.
like, trim, trim, a
yeah.
couple dead branches from our neighbors and moved
Yeah,
on.
and
It was like a nothing.
I laid into the company that, and they, oh, we don't do that, we just outsource to this, and we do that or whatever. So I talked to somebody in San Jose, they have the tree arborist folks that do that part. Then they have the transportation folks that are doing the next level, which is this stuff. And they said, if you get notice that's less than 48 hours, you do not have to comply because it's not enforceable. It has to be a full 48 hours. So they already, this does not comply. They said they do 48 to 72 hours. I said, listen, all I've heard from you guys is it's not my department, it's somebody else. I said, you are San Jose. I don't give a crap whose department it is. It's you guys. You guys got to resolve this. We had an entire block. We had somebody come back from Reno on his 80th birthday or 70th birthday because of this notice, so he could move his 2 cars on the street because he didn't want to get cited and towed. And it's due to lack of information from you guys. I said, fix it going forward. We've already, our damage is done on us.
Yeah.
I said, well, next time.
For tree trimming and nothing happened.
Yeah, well, they might have come on just the trees that it was posted, but it made it look like, you know, the entire block, no parking, 7 AM, that kind of thing. So this time they said for the street stuff, there'll be sawhorses everywhere, which there are now. But he said they'll do at least 48 to 72 hours. I don't know why there's a range. Should just be 72 hours, but this is even less than their minimum. So they did it again. I don't know if I'm gonna write a note and bitch about it, but it's just an example of San Jose just not delivering, you know, services that they are supposed to. It's like, it's not that hard to do that if you're planning this stuff. I'm sure it's not cheap. So I just wanted you to know that it's happening around us and it's supposed to be done by the end of next week.
I can
Alright.
bitch about it because they had the A-frames up since the weekend.
Yeah, ours, we didn't have that.
Oh, it's tree trimming so that they can because they're gonna be doing street work.
Right, and that's
Well,
the
I
prep.
don't know what street.
Well, it'll be that street. Wherever they
Must
are,
be just your street.
Wherever the A-frames are.
wherever they